Hello, everyone. I'm back. I've calmed down somewhat. I've had a chance to digest everything that happened last night, and I don't think I fell asleep until about 5 o'clock this morning. Because of course I wanted to watch the trailer over and over and look at the character photos. And then of course, social media has just been bombarded with the most top tier fan art already of all the new characters. It is a field day for Genshin fans right now. I'm in awe of how fast artists can get their work up. It's just amazing to me. I can't draw like a stick figure, so it's so impressive to me when I literally see Ace, when I literally see these gorgeous fan arts come out like 2 hours after the trailer. It's insane, but I love it. I love seeing the fandom so happy and excited. It's so nice to not see people complaining for 5 seconds. I'm sure they'll start complaining soon. People can't be happy for long, but at least for now, the hype and the excitement and just everybody's already pouring in all their creativity and their thoughts and feelings, and man, it's just great. I love it. And Genshin has been through a roller coaster over the last few years of drama and issues. And, you know, when we have our highest highs, we have our lowest lows. And yeah, it's just so nice to see so many positive opinions on Not Krai and the new characters and the game, and I just want to enjoy this happy moment before everybody starts to get mad about something. It just, last night was so fun, and it took me forever to fall asleep. So, how does everything sound, Ace? Everything okay? I've got some music on in the background, just a little bit, but it's pretty soft, so I don't know if you can hear it. So my plan is, I want to jump into the game, of course. We've got to do our dailies and stuff, but I want to go through the trailer and the characters and talk about all my thoughts and feelings, and oh, you have your game on. That's okay. That's okay. I'm sure it's probably working fine. Last night, you know, as I was trying to fall asleep and not having a very easy time of it, of course, my brain is just reeling through so many little tidbits of, you know, it's like so many little tidbits that you pick up on over a 5-year period where you either saw it in a quest, or you picked it up out of a book, or you read an object or something, and it's just like all packed into my brain. And so last night, like just randomly, like certain little things would be just popping into my head, and I'd be like, oh, I remember something, you know, and that's why I couldn't fall asleep, because I was like, I'm going to forget everything by tomorrow, and I'm not going to be able to tell anyone my ideas. So I want to look at everything and talk about everything, and, you know, why it's fresh in my mind. So for anybody who doesn't participate in social media or has been in a cave for the last 12 hours, let's pull up. First, we'll look at the tweets. Let's see here. Let me just get to Genshin Twitter. So if you're not on Twitter or you haven't had a chance to look, we got all these character announcements last night. Columbina. I mean, these, if you're newer to Genshin, or maybe you don't even play Genshin, if you don't play Genshin, you're probably not here. These characters have been anticipated for a very long time. So if you think to yourself, well, why are people freaking out, you know, when we get these every summer? This is like on another level. Like when we had the Natlan character teaser last summer, you know, those characters all looked really cool, but we didn't know any of those characters, you know? Well, except you could say we knew sort of the Pyra Archon, but we didn't really know much. So it's so different this time around because these are characters we've been waiting for like 4 or 5 years. There are people who have played this game and quit because they just never thought we would see these characters. So I have said from day one, and I will defend Hoyo's story writing, that they meticulously planned out the release of all of these characters. I truly believe this story was written in its entirety a very long time ago, as we saw from the Tevat chapter Travail teaser from like 2020. So I think anybody who thinks that Genshin is just pulling this out of their ass, like they don't know what they're talking about. So anyway, we have Columbina here, Moon Maiden. In the water, the future mirrors the past. The veil of lies is slipping. Well, I think the veil of lies is basically the firmament, right? I mean, the false sky, the basically fake life that everyone in Tevat is living. Well, not everyone. Some people know it's fake. And then we have Alice. You guys, just look at her pupils. They're the same like Klee. Alice has been anticipated for so long. I can remember the first summer event when Alice sent a message to Mondstadt. You know, it was like a big mystery. Like we only could hear her voice. She was coming out of this old phonograph. And we basically went on this entire summer adventure that she orchestrated for Klee and her friends to do and have fun. But we never saw her, you know? We had no idea what she would look like. And that was years ago, you know, over 4 years ago now at this point. So she's gorgeous. I mean, she's like, people say grown-up Klee, but she's like the perfect amount of grown-up Klee, but yet herself, you know? She's beautiful, she's intriguing, she's mysterious, she's intelligent. Like her design, this hat-shaped feature over her head,
all things come to an
just so cool, so cool. It looks like a witch's hat, of course, but it's like a spin on it, you know? And we've seen so many interesting hats over the last couple of weeks, from Istaroth to Rhine-Daughter to now this hat-like structure. These have significance, I feel, in the lore, because I feel like we're seeing these hat-like structures on characters who have been given a job by the heavenly principles. And I almost wonder if this is like a crown of thorns, as you may call it. I wonder if this is a shackle of some sort. I just feel like it's too much of a coincidence at this point that the shades and the sustainer of heavenly principles, and as we know, Alice is the sustainer of the borders of Tevat. They have these jobs that have been laid upon them by the heavenly principles. So I just can't help but wonder if these hat-like structures that we're seeing on all these characters have a meaning, because we've been playing this game for 5 years and we've not seen these metal, because all of them are very similar in the way that they're constructed of some type of metal. I just can't help but wonder if there's a connection there. So my brain, like I said, is just firing on all cylinders. Then, of course, Lauma, who we saw in the teaser that for the that was at the end of the live stream. O pale white frost moon, I, your loyal emissary and scion of Hyperborea, which if you don't know, Hyperborea is one of the ancient unified civilizations. So we learned a lot about that when we went to Enkanomiya. And Hyperborea obviously is her affiliation. Then we have Nefer, who, of course, when I see Nefer, I think of Nefertiti. I don't know why, even though it's spelled differently, but it reminds me of that. But she's so Sumeru inspired. We see so many nods to Al-Haytham's design in color, style, form. She has also this sort of, you know, snake-like, dragon-like sort of vibe going on. I almost wonder, you know how we have those enemies in Sumeru that conjure, like we have the one that conjures the big pyro crocodile. We have the one that conjures the I can't think of anything right now, but you know what I'm talking about. They conjure, like they pop out of the air, like their summons, I should say. I feel like she looks like she's going to have a summons. Either she's going to have a summons, or I feel like she's going to transform herself, because there's just too many things here to me that scream some other type of being that's non-human, if you know what I mean. Also, when I first saw her eyes, I immediately thought of the old world quest from Enkanomiya, where we learned about the Vishap people and how they could look 100% human except for their pupils. And so I was thinking to myself, if she is just in the form of a human right now, she could actually be a dragon or some other creature who's just kind of taken on a human form. So that really piques my interest as well. I feel like she's going to be insane. I feel like she's either going to transform into some kind of creature, or she's going to summon some sort of creature. I don't know. But like, she just reminds me. See if I can find like some pictures, just in case anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about. I was trying to see if I could find a picture. Of course, they don't want to show me anything that I'm looking for. Man, there's just no pictures here. I was just Google image searching and I thought I could find someone. But anyway, I'm sure you guys know what I'm talking about, because they've been in the abyss many times as well. This is crazy. Oh, here's one. So here's one guy. So you know this guy, he summons this. It comes out of like a rift. That's what I was talking about. That's why I just... You saw my thirst tweet. Okay, let me defend myself. It was after midnight. I was not expecting that. I clicked on it and that was just my first gut instinct. I'm sorry. I apologize. I promise VARKA is safe for me. It was just my initial reaction. We have been starved in Genshin. for
It's always there.
male
It will never
characters
perish.
that are adults. So I couldn't help it. It seemed to be, though, a very popular opinion because my Twitter notifs have been blowing up ever since I said that. Oh, well, this is the perfect stress relief right here. We're looking at all the characters and speaking of Peak, I can I just explain to you guys how much I love him for so many reasons. So first of all, we need to talk a little bit about an anime that I love. And I'll bring it up just in case anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about.
Is the ability to not get lost some sort of talent?
So one of my favorite characters in anime is Yuno from Black Clover. In case you don't know him, I have loved him forever. Since the first episode I ever saw of this anime, I have loved him. He is so cool. He is just the greatest. And so I could not help but think of Yuno because he's got Yuno's face. I freaked out. I was like, oh my God, it's like dark Yuno. Because, well, I don't want to spoil Black Clover in case anybody's going to watch it, but Yuno, he has some, let's see, how can I put it? He has some other appearances. I saw a lot of people comparing him to, yes, I saw tons of Twisted Wonderland tweets. So I'll show you the character they're talking about.
The ability to
All
not get
things
lost.
Yeah.
come to an end.
So this is Ida Shroud. He is the Hades variant in Twisted Wonderland. I saw a lot of people talking about him last night on Twitter. Very much the same sort of vibe. The funny thing about Ida is that he is like, he looks broody, but he's actually sort of childlike and innocent. His personality is not what it appears from the outside. So as soon as I saw this guy, I'm thinking, okay, he looks all dark and broody, but he's probably going to be like a sweetheart. He's probably going to be a sweetheart. That's my headcanon. I think he's like the type that's just like all stern and scary on the outside, but like just a soft boy on the inside. So I love him. I love him. I love everything about him. I love his look. You know, it's so funny because there was a tweet last week about the female gaze. I don't know if anyone saw that. And one of the most popular replies to that was about how in Marvel, more women, I should say, when I say women, I'm being very general, so please don't take offense, would be attracted to Loki than they would be to Thor. So I immediately was getting Loki vibes as well from this guy. So I think, yeah, I just think he has like so many vibes of so many good characters. Yes, the yellow eyes with like the dead eyes, you know? Now, we don't really know a lot about the Light Keepers so far, but we know that they basically hold the line against the Abyss. We're going to jump back into the trailer and I'm going to show you some things that you might have missed, but they are basically protecting everyone from the Wild Hunt and from the Abyss. And it was already stated that this is like the edge of Tevat, and this is the most like dangerous abyssal area. So this guy's working overtime fighting the Abyss. The one thing though that I was so surprised about was the color of the light, because in all the other Light Keepers, like we've seen the Light Keepers many times over the last couple of months, I'll just bring up a picture here in case you're not
Where
familiar.
do we come from? And where are we going?
So we've always seen the light keepers in like a yellow light with these yellow lanterns kind of fighting back the abyss here. You can see the abyss, like this light is keeping the abyss at bay. But this light is not yellow or gold. This is dark. This is purple, dark light. So then I started thinking about Enkanomiya. Because if you remember in Enkanomiya, we switch between the day cycle and the night cycle, and the tower in Enkanomiya switches between the bright, bright yellow light and then the dark sort of bluish purple light. And so I was thinking maybe this Lightkeeper's tower has like a day mode and a night mode, if you know what I mean. Like maybe during the day, because even here, just pulling up Lightkeepers, you can see it's always been shown with this yellow light. And so I'm thinking maybe they actually have two sides, you know? Like, remember yesterday when we were in Enkanomiya? Let's just go to the Dainichi Mikoshi. Okay, so here's the day cycle, right? Look how bright this is. Bright, bright yellow, right? Which is very similar to that vibe that I get from the Lightkeepers light in all of their art, that it's this very bright, bright yellow light. But, as you know, if you've played Enkanomiya, which I'm sure everyone has by now, it has another setting. Evernight. What happens during Evernight when the big yellow light goes off? Everything turns blue and dark, right? So then I started thinking, maybe this Lightkeepers area has like a day, like a light that they burn during a certain amount of time. And then it goes out. Either it's on a cycle or they have to power it down at some point or something. Or maybe the light can only burn for like a certain amount of time and they have to cycle it down or something. Because it just reminds me so much of Enkanomiya. And it's just crazy that we were just here yesterday. It's crazy that we were just here yesterday. I just can't believe it. But I really get the vibe that the Lightkeepers also are going to have some sort of cycle to their light where it's not always this super bright, bright yellow. If we go back over here. Wait, let me open another tab. This is so exciting for me. I'm sorry. Okay, so
You wish to hear a story of the moon?
okay, if we go here to the Lightkeepers, so we see it 2 times. Okay, right here.
All things come to an end, even time itself.
Look, okay, so now we're seeing the blue. There's like a purple, but the flame itself looks blue to me.
It was not until the funerary year that the primordial voice once...
But see the tower? The tower, but it's not on. You see what I'm talking about? This is just like Enkanomiya. This is exactly what Enkanomiya has. The light is off, and then it's on. Hi, Relin! Welcome in. We're freaking out about Genshin. Welcome to the Genshin freakout. I'm so excited about all these characters. I'm just losing my mind. But I just can't get over this uncanny resemblance between Enkanomiya and this Lightkeeper's area being the light, just like the Dainichi Mikoshi has the light and then the dark. Like, if this light was keeping away the abyss, why would they ever turn it off? Right? Like, what is the purpose of this? To me, it seems like they have to sort of cycle this on and off or something. Plus, this is a huge graveyard, which is so sad, because I believe in the lore, we learned that here where the Lightkeepers was like was basically the front line of the war against the abyss, and like everyone died.
Cried out in the darkness.
And also somebody already translated the, let me go back here to the next part where they show it again. Somebody already translated this part, and it's his father's grave.
I'm afraid you have the wrong person.
Yes, funerary year before sun and moon, which is also, of course, this grave right here is apparently his father. I don't know if somebody made that up, but somebody said it was translated already, because, you know, people know how to translate those old runes and stuff in the game. But if you look here is okay, let me tell you everything that's happening here. So she cuts herself and marks the blood on her forehead, and then her blood drips into the water, her silver blood, which I couldn't help but think about the old Harry Potter movies, you know, when Harry Potter goes into the Forbidden Forest and finds like the piles of like the unicorn blood, where Voldemort has been like slaughtering the unicorns or whatever. When I saw this blood, I was like, oh my God, silver blood. But her blood drops into the water. Okay, did you hear what she said? She said that she was doing this to protect these people. Like, let's put on the subtitles and it'll tell you. No, I missed the dialogue. Wait. Wait, doesn't she say something here? I must have missed it. Oh yeah, it's back here. I'm sorry.
Emissary.
Okay, she's a loyal emissary, a scion of Hyperborea, which is just like Enkanomiya. It's an ancient unified civilization. Beseech you to cast down your gaze. So she's talking to... Oh, I should mute the music. Sorry, we got double music playing right now. She's beseeching the Frost Moon.
To cast down your gaze from the celestial dome.
From the celestial dome above.
May your gentle tears pierce the
frigid night and grant us the forsaken and forgotten. So this area of Nodkrai, as we know, is basically the forsaken and the forgotten, because they were forsaken. They were forsaken for the heavenly principles and forgotten. They're basically a forgotten land.
And forgotten, your guiding light.
So she's beseeching the Frost Moon. And then here in this, you see her finish. Basically what she's doing is she's doing a blood sacrifice. And her silver blood, when it drips into the water, watch what happens. This is so cool. So the water goes into the blood goes into the water, and then we automatically turn to the Wild Hunt. And then look at the blood drop. But then it transforms into the Lightkeepers. So then we see the Wild Hunt, all these hands and arms. Because we saw this before, just in case you don't remember. So the Wild Hunt, they're these creatures, and they have these purple flaming like arms and hands, okay?
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always
See?
there, and it will never
See the purple?
perish.
So the Wild Hunt, which of course is like the frontline, worst, most vicious abyssal enemies. This guy right here, this Lightkeeper, Flynn's, he is holding off the most dangerous form of the abyss that we know of. But watch what he does.
I'm afraid you have the wrong person. Now, be gone.
The blue flame. Who else do we know who has a blue flame? I'll give you one guess. Anyone remember? Anyone? Hold on, I'm going to bring up a picture. Who has a blue flame? I'm reading the chat. I saw CNVA. Yes, Hua Chung. I know. I sent you that last night. Blue flame. See? So he's using this blue flame to fight off the abyss. And look, it just immediately dissipates them. And then you can see the huge explosion from the blue. So the reason I'm talking about this is because the Light Keepers, which, as we know, we already talked about, yellow light, they also have a blue light. They have a blue light. And Inkanomiya has a yellow light and a blue light. I mean, this can't be a coincidence, right? It can't be. It has to mean something huge. I don't know. I don't know. But I was thinking about that last night. And of course, everyone, we know about the light realm and all of that. But like, Dainsleif, well, this is old Dainsleif. Wait, maybe I could find a newer Dainsleif.
All things come to an end, even time itself.
Yeah, see, Dainsleif has always, in every version of Dainsleif, he always has that same blue flame. And then you know what he says in the Travail trailer? He says, we're going, what does he say? From a power from beyond this world. So does that mean the Light Keepers maybe also have the power from beyond this world, and that's how they fight off the abyss? Because we know Dainsleif has been on a one-man mission against the abyss like forever, and they've been his enemy number one ever since the day we met him. And I think he even made some comment like back in 1 point something, like something to the effect of, anybody who's out hunting the abyss, like, you are on my side, right? Like, hunting the abyss is like his favorite thing. So don't you think it's a little bit like interesting, to say the least, that this character, Flynn's, is also fighting the abyss with a blue light?
Now, be gone.
Like, that can't be a coincidence, right? I don't know. Something's going on. Something huge is going on. I don't even know what. I don't know what to do with this information, but it's a blue light nonetheless. And I'm just really surprised that our first look at the Lightkeepers is not...
Mister!
Our first look at the Lightkeepers is not the big yellow
That tale
light that they've been
begins
basically
long, long
advertising them
ago.
as like a big yellow light, you know? So where's the big yellow light? It's obviously not yellow right now. I don't know. And then we got Aventurine's jacket here. I don't know what to do with this information.
Mister! Nafa's starting her story already.
Thanks for the heads up.
And then Durin, look, he's got his tail and his wings and his horns. I feel like at this point, Durin has to be a flying character, right? He has to. I wonder if he's gonna move similar to Scaramouche, where you'll just kind of hover and fight over the air, or if he'll actually fly. Yeah, I hope he flies. I mean, the hovering attacks we've pretty much already done, you know? Like, I feel like they would make it something new and exciting, you know? Man. But here's my headcanon on this. So, the last time we saw Durin, he had just transformed into a human, and he was recuperating, Albedo said. So, I feel like it's pretty obvious at this point that once Durin recuperated from his transformation, Albedo brought him straight to Alice. Because I think Albedo knows that obviously the OG Durin is highly dangerous. Even no matter how much I love Durin, like I know OG Durin is extremely dangerous, right? So I feel like Albedo probably felt this sense of like responsibility. Like he's the one who created the new Durin, right? So I feel like it's common sense that he would immediately take Durin to Alice for her to check him over. What is it that he says to her? Are you ready to start or something? Shall we begin? So I feel like maybe they're going to do like a test on Durin or something, or they're going to examine Durin, or maybe she's got the ability to sort of make sure he's okay, you know, because Durin is holding a lot of baggage, you know, from OG Durin.
And it will never perish.
So I feel like Albedo, being a responsible Knight of Favonius, he would definitely want to make sure that Durin was safe for people, safe for himself, you know? So I feel like it makes sense that Albedo would have immediately brought Durin to Alice to be like, hey, you know, you gave me the permission to do the transmutation and I did it. And I just want to make sure that this is all okay. Like, what did I create?
And you, young man.
And then, of course, listen, Simulanka, it's just the best summer event. I just don't think it'll ever be topped because, as we know, little mini flying Durin, the little dragon version of Durin, he went with Skara, right? And they became buddies. They became father and son. So of course it makes perfect sense. Scaramouche, Wanderer, whatever you want to call him, he's going to be worried about Durin for good reason. Because Durin Let me get to the picture. Again, I think no one will ever convince me that Skara doesn't have a huge, Wanderer doesn't have a huge heart. Despite not having a heart, he has a huge heart. Because I think he was very worried about DURIN. Now, Mini Flying DURIN told us that he asked Skara before he left to go to Mondstadt if it was okay. He basically asked him if it was okay. Like I don't know if he asked for permission as much as he just like checked it with him, you know? And what was it that Skara told him? Like, if that's what you want, you know, if you want to become a human, if that's what you want, then you better get going. That's what he told him. So but I think Skara knows better than anyone the dangers that are going to come with this, because our little mini flying DURIN is a precious baby. And he has now melded basically with OG DURIN. And OG DURIN comes with a lot of baggage. I mean, you remember about the allegory or whatever about when he first came to Mondstadt and he thought he was playing with the people, but he was just like burning everyone alive because he didn't know, you know, he just wanted to go out and play because Rhindaughter just lets her creations run amok. He just wanted to play with the people and dance and have fun. He didn't mean to kill everyone. Like, but that's a lot of baggage to carry, to know that, like, you know, DURIN did some bad stuff unintentionally because he was basically just cast off into the world like a little child. But he was a big, dangerous killer dragon because Rhindaughter just somehow gets some kind of pleasure off of creating these terrifying creatures and then just letting them do whatever they want, which is scary. But so this innocent, pure little DURIN now has the weight of all of this death and sadness on his shoulders, you know? And I think Skara relates to that so much because as we know, Skara was also extremely innocent. He was just a little abandoned puppet boy who just wanted a family, and he found Niwa and all the people at the Dainichi Mikoshi, at the Mikage furnace, you know, and the people that were working there, and made a family there, and then Dotori came and killed his family and tricked him. The worst part about it is not that Dotori killed Niwa. The worst part is how he like tricked Skara into thinking that they had all turned their backs on him, right? I mean, that is the turning point when Skara became like evil, you could say. It's like his villain origin story, right? So imagine your villain, or you find out that your villain origin story was a lie that never happened, which of course we learn about later in Sumeru when Skara goes back into Irminsul and gets the whole true story of how Dotori murdered Niwa, literally stabbed him in the back. We saw it happen. Carved out his heart, just brutal, horrific. You know? So if anybody has any doubts that Skara is not forgiven him for that at all, because even though it happened a long time ago, he just found out about it when we were in Sumeru. So it hasn't been that long that he's known the truth. And I think probably for the past year, he's been taking care of DURIN and helping DURIN because I think they very much relate to each other. But now that Albedo has obviously brought Durin to Nodcry, to Alice. Now, why did Albedo bring Durin to Alice? Could be not just to have him checked out, but maybe after his transformation, he was having issues or something, you know? Maybe it was beyond Albedo's ability to understand, and he needed his mentor, his mother, to help.
Alice, shall we begin?
See, what I'm thinking is, like, if we go back to paralogism and we think about how Durin had just transformed and Albedo said, give him some time to, like, recuperate or whatever. Like, what if when he recuperated, like, it didn't go well? Like, what if after the transmutation or whatever happened, what if things were not all sunshine and roses? Maybe inheriting Durin's consciousness or memories was more than little Durin could handle. Maybe it was too much and Albedo didn't know what to do. So he's thinking, I got to get this kid to my mom. My mom's got to fix this, right? And I think Skara would have been right there at his side as the other dad. Both dads had to get their son to mom to make sure that he's safe and okay. Especially if Albedo thinks he can't control him or help him. Because you have to remember, the other thing that's so cool about Durin's design, I mean, when I looked at his clothes, all I could think about man, I have like 4,000 tabs open. Wait. Well, is this like, if you look at his clothes, look, it's festering desire. He's literally festering desire. This child is in pain. If you don't see pain here, like, I don't know what it is. Like, this is more, I think, than Albedo can handle. I think Albedo is a brilliant alchemist, but you have to remember, Albedo is not a human being. He's learning how to be a human being. And Albedo may not feel he has the full capacity to understand and help Durin, because I think Durin is going through it. Oh, I think he's going to be very emo. I think he's going to be very emo, and he's going to have, because you have to realize he just inherited all of this death and destruction, you know? And not only that, but remember, like, Suspedo and all the people in paralogism that got controlled by Durin's essence. Like, that is very serious shit to deal with and handle. And if Durin can see, like, all the people who got murdered, like, imagine that is, like, in your mind, you know? And he didn't do it. He's innocent, you know? So, what are they going to begin? Therapy? Is it time to begin the family therapy session? I feel like Durin needs help. Because even when they showed Durin, like, he just looked absolutely terrified. So here's what I think happened. Okay, so I think Albedo and Scaramouche brought Durin to Nodcry, to Alice, but I think what Alice did, I think this is Durin's arrival. And the reason why is because this girl who obviously lives here, she doesn't know him. She's calling him, hey kid. She doesn't even know his name. Where did you get that headpiece? Like, I think she's just meeting him for the first time. Also, the way he's like sitting here, he's like right on the edge of his seat. He's not lounging back and comfortable like he lives here, right? Plus they gave him a drink. It's like, oh, come in, you know, have a seat. Here, would you like a drink? Like, I think this is Durin's first time here. And I think he's effing terrified.
Oh, the moon's a long way off. We might go hungry, but at least we have plenty of time. Huh? Hey, kid.
Hey,
That
kid.
headpiece of yours is pretty unique.
Yeah, this is his first arrival.
Could you hook
But if you look at his outfit is literally festering desire.
unique?
Where do we come from? And
A
where are we
creepy
going?
straight sword that almost seems to yearn for life. It drips with shriveling venom that could corrupt a mighty dragon. Hey, welcome in. I'm just freaking out about the trailer. But this is literally this.
Designed it.
Who designed it? Well, no one designed it,
This is like the
girly.
world's
This is him.
It's always there, and it will never
But you can
perish.
tell he's so precious. And he's very emo about it all. Because he literally like drowns himself in his cup of tea. And then we see the dragon. This is Durin, right? This is OG Durin here. And here's another thing. OG Durin is not somebody that you can so easily get rid of. He's living with this inside of him. And that's a lot to deal with. That's a lot to deal with. And not to mention, not just the memories, but the literal venom, poison of Durin, which we already saw what that corruption did to the people in paralogism, and how they were so easily, those people were so easily body snatched, basically. And this is inside of him. So I think that's why we see here that Albedo has had, I think Albedo is going to drop him off here. I think Albedo will return to Mondstadt.
Well, Miss Alice, shall we begin?
I think this was more than Albedo could deal with.
Well, Miss Alice,
I think he knew that he
All things
needed
come to an end. Even time
his
itself.
mom to help him. You know, he knew he needed this whole Durin situation was going to be bigger than he even realized. And I think Alice and Rhindaughter are going to have a talk. Inevitably. Oh, I told you. It's a good
abyss is
mission,
like
but
the
it's
world's
very
shadow.
long.
It's always there.
Very
And
long.
it will never perish.
So I think this is just a cameo for Albedo and Krai. I think he's going to come here. He's going to leave Durin here with his mom because he can't do anything for him and he doesn't know what to do. And then but I do think Skara came with Albedo to bring him. And then they left.
And I'd like
I
to
think they
catch up
both
with an old
left.
friend first. And you, young man?
And Scar is like, I got...
Let's part ways here.
Yeah. And of course, everybody was flipping out last night on Twitter about the reflection of Wanderer being Scaramouche in the water. This is literally Scaramouche's OG outfit. You can see the billowing curtains of his hat shimmering, the red and purple curtains of his hat shimmering in the water.
Settle.
So that's so smart to do that. So smart. Because Scara has not forgiven Dottore, or Piero for that matter. A lot of people don't remember this. But if I could even pull up that scene, let's see if I can find it on, somebody might have posted it on YouTube.
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
Yeah, here we go.
Mr. Niwa, are you certain this is worth the risk? We are talking about Tatara Suna's furnace, after all.
If you don't know
It
this
may not
quest, you
react
need to do this
rashly.
quest.
There's no one else who can enter the furnace. It has to be me.
Is that so? Well, since you insist.
It's...
Yeah. So Niwa was the man in charge at Tartarasuna, and he belongs to the lineage of the Ishan art. This was all stuff that we learned about. Well, we learned about this in Kazuha's story quest as well as the Wanderer quest in Sumeru.
I have been in Tatarasuna for some time now. You have shown me great hospitality, as has Mikoshi Nagamasa.
And this is Niwa.
And indeed, everyone else. Under your leadership, Tatarasuna is a warm, welcoming place. Like a
God, I hate
giant
Dottore
village.
so
Come
much.
to an end.
People are gainfully
time
employed.
itself.
Their lives have purpose. They are motivated. As I understand, the Raiden Shogun has, in recent years, eliminated much of the evil that plagued Inazuma. As for Tatarasuna, it was originally established as a means of safely disposing crystal marrow. The forging industry with crystal
So we can
marrow
skip
has
ahead a little bit
long
here. So basically, Dottore was pretending to be
My
this
good
Escher
sir.
guy.
What do you mean?
I tried to resist thinking it was all connected. Because I didn't want to speculate. And I didn't want to believe that things could turn out this way. What have we gained from adopting your new technology?
Yeah.
Ominous black smoke? Mounting production problems? Worker fatigue and casualties are up and continuing to rise at an alarming rate.
Niwa was smart.
And recently, as you well know, someone died because of that strange filth inside the furnace. We've kept the truth from spreading outside, but still, I suspect you understand it better than I do.
He confronted
Other
Dottore
people
right
who
to
went
his
out to get
face.
help have come back.
He had
Now,
no
our
idea he
mutual
was
friend,
confronting a
Yukimoto,
harbinger.
is taking the Golden Feather to Narukami Island to seek an audience with Shogun. This is our last hope, but that doesn't faze you, does it, Escher? Nothing does. Otherwise, why would you still be standing there with that smile on your face?
Oh, he's so twisted. I love him. I hate him, but I love him.
I'm just surprised that you finally chose to be so sincere. I'm sure you've been harboring these suspicions for quite some time.
Mikoshi Nagamasa may have noticed that there was one common denominator among all these events. Namely you, Escher. But Mr. Mikoshi is more cautious than I. He does things by the book.
After all, Nagamasa is the adopted son of Mikoshi Torichio, the yokai struck down by the Shogun's own hand. If he truly seeks to redeem his family's honor, an abundance of caution is well advised.
You're well informed on the subtleties of his situation for a mechanic all the way from Fontaine. Are you sure you're not a little overqualified?
Oh,
Mr.
Niwa.
Are you suggesting
where
I
are we
find a job
going?
as a diplomat? Sadly, I am so very attached to my craft.
Enough, Escher. I'm here because an evil force is raging inside the furnace. And someone needs to take your new device inside the high-risk zone so we can absorb it and put an end to the problem. I'm in charge here. And I'm about to take some responsibility and head inside. Probably to my death. But what about you? What are you still doing here?
Oh, man.
Judging from the look in your eyes, you don't seem to trust me.
Drop the act.
And just remember, this scene that we're seeing here, this is what Skara saw when he went into Irminsul. He saw this play out.
We're past that now. Whoever you are, it looks like your plan to destroy Tatara Suna has worked. I just want to know what you're still doing here. What's left? Don't you have all your answers by now?
Honestly, I'm just waiting for the right moment.
And he kills him, of course.
A moment like this, where you
And
finish
Skara saw all
talking
this
and I
happen,
stop
which
you
just
from
makes it
entering
so
the
much
furnace.
worse. Like, when your only family gets killed right in front of your eyes, do you think that's something he could ever get over?
You're a little smarter than I initially gave you credit for. I thought I'd disguised myself exceptionally well.
But then at the end, this is the point I wanted to get
To
to.
my surprise, you had your people look into my background right from the
The
start.
last thing he says
a
before he
long-
leaves, listen to
Let's
this.
see what happens. Will your puppet friend become a human? No, that will prove quite impossible. Mr. Niwa, already dead.
Watch this.
What a pity. Jester, I have completed the task you gave.
Jester, I have completed the task you gave me.
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it
Creating
will never
a gap
perish.
and infiltrating Inazuma's inner workings. What fun it was. I'd like to introduce a puppet to you.
So, doesn't this make you think of what Skara said in a whole different light? His exact words.
Let's part ways here. I have an old score of my own.
I don't think people are mentally prepared that Skara is going to go after Piero.
Inner working.
Because Piero gave Dottore the job to kill Niwa. So, actually, what might end up happening is Skara may just see Dottore was the tool, was doing the orders or the bidding of the jester. So maybe Skara has got two people on his hit list. Dottore as the tool that Piero used to kill Niwa. And as we know, Piero is in Krai because we just saw him there in the last teaser. So are you telling me that little adorable
things
baby
come to an
wanderer is going to go
time
toe to toe with the head of the Fatui Harbingers, Piero? Giga Chad Piero? I mean, this could be insane. This could be actually insane. But honestly, I would want a front row seat to that showdown. I would want a front row seat, because what honestly could happen is Skara could initially be like, oh, Dottore was the one who actually killed Niwa, and Dottore is my enemy. But then if he hasn't really thought about it much yet, he probably will think about the fact that Dottore was just doing a task that was given to him by Piero. And Piero is so focused on the heavenly principles, he actually it could be the perfect time to try to sneak up on him, you know?
To settle.
He definitely won't see it coming. Because you want to know why he won't see it coming? Because Skara erased himself from Irminsul. So not only... Oh, no, he was always... No, it was all part of the plan, because he wanted to put the heart inside the Mikage furnace. Yeah, it was all part of the plan, because the Fatui were cooking up some kind of crazy scheme with the Mikage furnace. So killing Niwa was just step one of the plan. Because if you look, let's see if I can find it here. Okay, we can kind of go over this and refresh our memory. So, okay. Let me see if I can fast forward the first part. So Escher, that was Dottore, came from Fontaine. Escher was actually Dottore, which we know. He was dispatched on a mission by Piero to cause chaos at Tatardasuna to lay the groundwork for a future endeavor. So then taking it, Dottore decided to make him the key player in the experiment at Tartarasuna, and his smelting process, though highly effective, was actually releasing the Tartagami. The Tartagami is that, remember how when we first got to Inazuma and we found all those people who had been poisoned, and like we find that little boy who's like in that village by himself because everybody either died or they escaped and he was like left there. So that Tataragami was like a poisonous thing that was like released into the environment that like killed everyone. Yeah, the workers grew sick and died, blah, 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 blah. So, but the only reason why Dottore was even there in the first place was because Piero wanted him to cause chaos for some future endeavor. So as we know, since the beginning of the game, the Fatui has had their eyes on defeating the heavenly principles. That's been their game plan all along. So from the first beginning, when Piero sent Scaramouche to Mondstadt for Unreconciled Stars, to the Dainsleif quest, where they were looking for the eye of the first field tiller and the upside down statue of the seven, and like everything all the way back to the beginning, it's always been about Piero orchestrating all of these grand plans for his focus, his obsession with getting even with the heavenly principles for what they did to Conria, which of course we saw last week in the trailer for the Shades, where we saw Piero 500 years ago staring down Renova as she's like releasing the curse, right? So Piero has had his eye on the prize for 500 years, trying to basically get strong enough to take down the heavenly principles. Because you have to remember this, like, think about Finan, you know, taking on Nanook, or anytime anybody is going to take on a god. Like, the only reason why Finan was able to put a scratch on Nanook is because he ran through that cycle 33 billion times or whatever to get the 450 billion core flames or whatever. Like, he had to get all of that power just to be able to go far enough to put a scratch on Nanook. So Piero knew from day one, when the Shades took out Conria, that
even time itself.
there was no way that he would be able to do anything to retaliate or get any kind of revenge unless he had the power that he needed to take him down. So we've seen, what kind of power have we seen? Well, we saw what they were going to put Osial's arms on a monster and make a mechanized god. Then they went to Sumeru. They built a giant mech of Scaramouche, another mechanized god. They're just running around Teyvat, trying to gather up anything they can to get power. That's why they're collecting all the Gnosis. That's why that's why I believe that the Tsaritsa wanted Capitano to go to the Night Kingdom. Capitano is not dead, by the way. Capitano and the Tsaritsa's goals were aligned. Even though their goals were different, they were aligned, because the Tsaritsa's obviously in cahoots with Piero to bring down the heavenly principles. We don't know the Tsaritsa's full backstory yet about why she in particular, although there are a lot of theories about her being a Seelie, or her being from Conria, or her being a dragon, or her being a million different things. But no matter what her reason is, Piero also has his reason. Obviously, we've seen now firsthand, he was standing right there when Renova cast a curse. So they have parallel ideals. You know, they're both, it's like the enemy of my enemy is my friend. And so everybody who has that same common goal of taking down the heavenly principles, it all aligns. So Capitano just slid in there perfectly because, number one, Capitano is from Conria, so he's already pissed that his entire nation got destroyed. Number two, Capitano is holding all the souls of his fallen comrades in his heart, that he needs a place to put them. And he's been looking for 500 years for a place to put them. So, of course, it makes perfect sense that Piero and the Tsaritsa would have a 5-head plan to be like, let's get Capitano into the Night Kingdom. Perfect place to dump the souls. Then we get him down there and he can make friends with the angel. And that's more power on their side now. If they have an angel on their side, they have the Night Kingdom on their side. They have who knows how many thousands of souls that are in the Night Kingdom that are on their side. So it's just every single thing that has happened. And this is why when people are mad that Capitano is not playable, I'm not mad, because I know that Capitano will be back 100%. And I think Genshin knows exactly, Hoyo knows exactly what they're doing, because he is going to come back. Like, you thought his introduction in Natlan was epic. Just wait till Capitano comes back from the Night Kingdom with his best friend, the Angel, and his army of souls. Wait till that happens. Then you're going to understand why they haven't released him as a playable character yet. Capitano is just getting warmed up for all the cool things that are going to happen for him in the future. So, as we all know, because everybody's seen it, I'll just remind you in case you don't remember.
All things come to an end. Even time itself.
The war has already begun. It is just a continuation of past battles. The gods goad us on with the promise of their 7 treasures. Rewards for the worthy, the doorway to divinity. Yet buried in the depths of this world lies smoldering remains, a warning to those.
So as we know now, buried in the depths of the world is the smoldering remains. This is all about how Conria and, well, it's actually 2 things. It could be Conria, it could be an analogy to Conria, and also to basically all the ancient unified civilizations that got buried, but a warning to those who trespass. So basically saying, like, if you fuck around with the heavenly principles, you're gonna find out, right?
That dare trespass. That throne in the sky is not reserved.
So basically the heavenly principles saying, you're not taking my job. Like, I am the ruler and you are nothing, and I will throw nails at you and bury you, and you are never going to beat me, right? Heavenly principles is, like Piero said in the trailer, like, they don't even see it coming because they're so powerful. Like, they don't even think that anything would ever happen to them, right?
For you. But mortal arrogation never stops.
That's right. This is Piero right here, man. 500 years this boy has been on a grind set, gathering power from every source and everything that he can get his hands on to bring down heavenly principles.
And where are we
None
going?
will escape the flames.
I mean, that obviously is, none will escape the flames is basically just saying that my shades are gonna come for you. So
See for yourself.
so then if we skip, we don't need to watch all this because everybody knows this. But of course, if you get to the end,
Rebellion against the divine comes.
so of course, the Tsaritsa, she's coming for the heavenly principles. We've known this since day one. That's her goal.
At last. In the perpetual meantime of a sheltered eternity, most are content to live and not to dream. But in the hidden corners where the gods gazed,
This is Nod Cry, basically. I mean, it wasn't back then because they had to come up with Nod Cry later, but basically it is, because this is just talking about how there are corner, like, we know the Nod Cry is kind of off the radar. They're not part of the 7 nations of Teyvat, really. They're kind of their own thing. So basically they hinted 5 years ago that there's going to be hidden corners, which now is Nod Cry, where people are going to be scheming and planning to take down the heavenly principles.
there are those who dream of dreaming.
And then what do we see
Some
here?
say a few
I mean, we're going to Conria, right? We are going to go to Conria at some point. They didn't give a chapter number. Like, a lot of people call this chapter 8, but I mean, I don't know
are
for sure.
chosen and the rest are dregs. But I say we humans have our humanity. We will defy this world with a power from beyond.
I mean, look, bro, 5 years ago had this blue. Do we need to talk about this again? I just still can't get over the fact that they had this in the trailer. I mean, look.
I'm afraid you have the wrong person. Now, be gone.
What is this power? What is this blue power? I need to know. Tell me, Hoyo. Whatever this is, this blue stuff, whatever this is the power from beyond this world, right? I mean, do we pretty much agree with that, I think, at this point? So, interestingly enough, Dottore also has these blue vials hanging off of his body that he carries with him everywhere he goes. Everywhere he goes, he has these blue vials of liquid. Like, what is this blue stuff? A lot of people say it's like light realm, dark realm. It's like, well, you have your imaginary and your quantum, right? And of course, we see at the beginning of the game when the twins are stopped at the border, basically, by the sustainer of heavenly principles, that they are fighting. The twins are both fighting with their golden swords and their golden powers. They have golden wings, golden swords, golden powers. So we've seen the gold many times, which reminds me a lot of this light. This is golden also, right? That's being used to kind of squash the abyss. But I feel like this also it works against, I feel like you can use either one against the abyss, either the gold or the blue, the light or the dark, the imaginary or the quantum, or whatever you want to call it. But I feel like it's not a coincidence that Dottore literally never leaves home without his little vial of blue stuff. You know? You can actually see it better.
Where do we come from?
Let's see.
And where are we going?
You can see it better here. So Capitano says to Dottore, what about Scaramouche and the Gnosis from Inazuma? Which, ironically, we were just talking about.
Gnosis from Inazuma.
Here we go again. Like, what is this?
Conventional wisdom holds that divine knowledge cannot be rationally comprehended.
And he has it on his ears as well.
After conquering the divine gaze, he will make his next move.
I don't know. I think this is all too perfect to be a coincidence. And now let's come back here to this blue area that we have so much of this blue theming, you know, over and over again when we talk about defeating the heavenly principles or fighting off the abyss, or like, when are they gonna introduce whatever this is? Like, when are they gonna tell us? I don't know. I mean, a lot of people have said that MiHoYo has stated in many interviews that they're not going to be adding any additional elements to the game, that there's only ever been 7 and there only ever will be 7. But at this point, like, they've kind of already broken that promise, because we have Skirk, who basically has already admitted that she is using abyssal power to just imitate Cryo. And we did her entire story quest learning about abyssal power. Of course, we can see the abyssal power on her arms and legs that she had to make for herself after they got ripped off. But the Evernight and White Knight just really is such an interesting comparison to the Lightkeepers. And interestingly enough, Istaroth was the one who taught the Enkanomiya people about this light that would keep away the Vishaps, right? Which is interesting to think about because this light would keep away the Vishaps, right? And then we have...
The abyss is like the world's shadow. It's always there, and it will never perish.
I'm afraid you have the wrong person. Now, be gone.
Yeah, this is major. I just don't know. I feel like my brain can't comprehend it because I'm not smart enough. But there's something here. I almost wonder if the twins always had both.
Where do we come from? And where are we going?
Because we see the twins in the beginning with the gold powers. Of course, we know that our abyssal twin absorbed abyssal power, and we've seen the Traveler do it as well, but that's how the sinners, right? They got the power was from the twin. But maybe the twins had that even before they got here. Like, maybe they already had that. Maybe it wasn't just a coincidence that, like, oh, by the way, I can purify abyssal power. Like, maybe they always could do that. Maybe that's something that they've been doing in on other planets, you know, not just like by accidentally figuring out that they could do it here, but that they have been doing it. Like, they came to Teyvat already with that ability, even though they had their memories erased, basically. Well, Abyssal Twins said they had their memories erased and then they slowly began to remember things. But I feel like the Traveler doesn't really talk about much of remembering. I think the Traveler does remember things because every once in a while we'll get like a line of dialogue that says something like out of the blue and we'll be like, wait, did you know that? Like, oh, here's the keys to my spaceship, by the way. It's like, dude, you've never mentioned this, like, ever. What are you talking about? So I think they keep it hidden from the player, but maybe not necessarily from the Traveler. So the other interesting thing that he says here in that clip we were just watching that's fascinating to me as well. Wait, I gotta start closing some windows. I have so many windows open. Oh my god, I can't find anything. Okay, I can close Teyvat chapter prelude. I don't need that anymore. Winter Nights Lazo, I don't need that anymore. Let me close some of these. Oh, the Niwa story. I mean, the main reason why I opened this is I just wanted to bring up the fact that Dottore did it. I mean, obviously, Skara, this is through the eyes of Skara that we're seeing this happen inside of Irminsul, so he definitely is gonna know that Dottore did it, but I don't think it forgives 100%. Here it is. What the Jester's role in it all was. So here's another thing that's interesting. So here comes the Wild Hunt, right?
I'm afraid you have...
I'm afraid you have the wrong person. I thought this was very interesting as well. So the Wild Hunt are like the elite fighting force of the Abyss, right? Okay, so the forces form an abyssal calamity known as the Wild Hunt. They have an unnamed leader. They appear to be searching for something of extreme significance in the area. And he says, I'm afraid you have the wrong person.
And where are we going?
So I thought this was very interesting because it's like, this means that Flynn's knows the Wild Hunt is after someone, and that's why they're attacking him. And so he's like, you have the wrong person. So he's in the know, right? He knows that they're going after this person. And I'm just wondering who that person is. Like, what would be the motivation? Well, the main motivation of the Abyss for a long time, because we saw it through the eyes of our twin, was that they were trying to build, create, construct the Loom of Fate, right? That seemed like that was their big job for a while. Like they had focused all their attention on, right? So now that they have finished building the Loom of Fate or constructing the Loom of Fate, like what is objective number 2? Well, they want to find a place where they can put Conria to bring back the homeland. Oh, speaking of, here's some abyssal rift hounds, courtesy of Rhine-Daughter, because she just thought, lol XD, let's make killer wolves and just set them free on the world. She's so crazy. I love her. She's just like, yeah, I make giant dragons and killer things, and then I just release them. Just for lols. But anyway, I've been yapping forever, but this trailer definitely just made me think of about a lot of things. I'm extremely excited for Nod Krai. I cannot wait for the story. I cannot wait for the characters. I'm so excited to see everyone. Like, Durin is probably my number one, just for a lot of reasons. Probably he's my number one mostly because I just fell in love with him during Simulanka. So he has my heart, you know? And also, I just feel like his design and his lore and his character and everything about him is going to be something very unique that we haven't seen before. Dragons, of course, have a huge significance in Genshin because they are the original creation, or the original civilization of this planet was the dragons, right? And we learned a lot about dragons in Natlan. We learned some things about dragons that were a little scary, like when they wanted to neutralize all human civilizations because they thought humans were getting a little bit too strong. So I wouldn't necessarily say dragons and humans are allies. Again, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. So dragons obviously hate the heavenly principles. And I think most humans do at this point as well. At least most of the humans that we know either hate the heavenly principles or have basically just washed their hands of the heavenly principles. People like Zhongli, Venti, I think their feelings about the heavenly principles could be more mixed just because they're going to come at it from two different sides where it's basically like, it's like their religion. I mean, to be honest. And I think when you have a religion as part of your life, it's very deeply ingrained in everything about you, you know? Even for me, as a person who does not go to church or anything, but I was raised in a household where, okay, see you later, where, you know, you would go every Sunday and that was like what you did. And my family background, you know, my grandparents, a lot of my relatives. So even though I personally don't believe these things or have any affiliation, I can't deny that it's like how I was raised, right? And like part of who I am, just whether I like it or not. So I feel like the Archons are probably going to have mixed feelings. But I do feel like the Traveler has been the glue holding all these factions together. The Traveler has been able to connect with Archons, with humans, with dragons, with Fatui, with every faction, every race, everything that exists on Teyvat. And I think that's basically what it's all going to come down to in the end, is that the Traveler is going to have the allegiance behind them. Basically just because of the power of friendship. Basically just because, you know, the Traveler went on this journey and made all these connections, which is very interesting because the Abyssal Twin claims that they also went on the same journey. But I think the Abyssal Twins' journey was very different than ours, because what little tiny bit we've seen of their travels through Teyvat along with Dainsleif was very different than the Traveler, because Dainsleif and the Abyss Twin set off after seeing their entire nation destroyed. They're coming into it with a bias, right? They're not going to walk down the road to Liyue and meet an Archon and be like, I'm your friend, you know? So our Abyss Twin may have taken a journey as well, but it's not the same journey that we went on, because our journey has been more, I would say, as like a neutral party.
The abyss
so,
is like the world's shadow. It's always there.
Yeah.
It will never perish.
I should stop yapping and do my dailies. But it's all fascinating to me. I love it. Poor Kave's going through it in the background. I love this song. Okay. Let's see. I totally don't even know what I'm doing. Okay, I've got 145. I did my weekly bosses yesterday. Yep, they're done. I want to do books, but I don't think they're today. Let me check. No, they are tomorrow, so I can't do those. So I guess I'll just do some ley lines. Mm-hmm. Okay. Oh, I should bring back the little mini player so people can see. I had everything closed because we were looking at all those videos. There we go. I don't really have much to do in Genshin right now. I'm 100% complete on everything. I'm jealous now of people who saved up things to do because I did not. And I have nothing to do. But it's fine. The summer event will be here soon. I'll have lots to do then. Now, basically, I'm just playing the game of building up Mora, building up XP, farming random materials that I'm low on. And that's about it. Poor Sino, he just wants to play cards. So silly.
All right, you asked for it.
Yoo-hoo! Strike back! Search! All right.
Okay. Wait, am I going the right way? Yeah. I just can't see it yet.
Strike a pop! Just say it the end.
Yes, you are.
Actually, it's kind of good I'm getting some fangs off these ley lines because I am low on fangs. It's getting to that point where it's like, how many more Natland materials am I going to need? I'm going to do some more. I finally got Kanich to level 80 on my free-to-play account. What I ended up having to do was I had to open up my main account on my phone. I had to friend myself and invite myself over for co-op. And then I had to, using my phone and my PC at the same time, go into a co-op domain to get all the materials that I needed for like his talents and stuff. And let me just tell you, co-oping a domain on PC and phone simultaneously is not easy. I basically had like my left hand on my phone and my right hand on my keyboard. And I was basically, what I was trying to do is I was trying to just beat the domain with my left hand on my phone, while with my right hand, just keep my character on my free-to-play account, like, from dying. So I would just, like, fight with one hand, and with the other hand, I'm just, like, frantically trying to run away. This is the pain you have to go through when you have no friends. It's rough. It's rough out there. But you know what? I'm used to it. One thing about living alone that has taught me over the last couple of years is it teaches you how to be very resourceful when there's no one around who can help you do anything. And you don't have anybody that you can like ask to give you a hand, or like you need to lift something heavy, or you need to get something down from a high place, or you need to do something in your garage, or some kind of task that you normally would be like, oh, I need somebody to help me do this or whatever. Like when you don't have anybody around, you just learn how to do everything yourself. And it's good. It's good. I mean, obviously don't climb on like a 12-foot ladder by yourself. That's dangerous. But I mean, a lot of things I think that we sell ourselves short, you know? We think, oh, there's no way I can do this all by myself. And then the next thing you know, you're just doing everything by yourself just fine. So never underestimate yourself. You can do a lot more than you realize if you put your mind to it.
Let's run it pretty fast. Strike a pop. Let's go things.
Okay. I'll probably just condense the last little bit of resin I have left. I need to run to my teapot. What else? That might be about it.
Ad Astra Abyss. Thank you for completing. Ad Astra Abyss.
Okay. Let's see here.
This realm is.
Okay, what do I want to buy? 693. Oh yeah, I bought a bunch of those yesterday. I'll take some artifact XP, thank you very much. I never have enough of that. Ooh, my crops are done. I think I'm out of seeds though. Oh no, I still have a few left. Again, I don't really know how much more I'm gonna need in the way of Natlan specialties. I'm guessing Anefa will be the last one for a while. Because, believe it or not, it's our last Natlan patch, which seems surreal to me. I really don't feel like it's been that long. This last year has just flown by in a whirlwind. Okay. Let me double check. Oh, this reset again. Oh dear. Okay, I guess I better do it. Okay, stage 2. Is it the same type of bullets we had yesterday? Solid, Projectile. Oh, now it's icy and piercing. Okay, yesterday was pyro. Okay. Icy shot to trigger cold snap. When immobilized monsters and hit by other shots, you can trigger a shattering sequence. Bounce pads, okay. Oh boy. Well, that doesn't really do anything. I'm not doing very well. Oh, wait. I didn't even see that there. Okay. Oh, I'm running low on those. Okay. Oh, wait, I'm supposed to be using this. Shoot. Wait, why is that not? Okay. Final wave. Okay. And okay, so we can only do one more today. Okay. All right, so we're caught up with this. We finished this one, right? Yep, we finished that one. Onslaught, 6 days. I'm scared. I always come back and check. Oh, a lot of people are getting pinks now. I mean, platinums or whatever this. I think this is platinum. Because before, I think I had like 2 and 4. So now there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I did 11, 12, 13, 14. Like 14 people. That's great. There's been so many helpful guides that I think have been really great. People who are making guides for that's been super helpful. Okay, that's done. That's done. That's done. That's done. Alrighty. Oh, sorry if you hear a lawnmower. I apologize. Okay. Hey Ace, welcome back. I just finished my dailies and the event. How's it coming with the Shalonen quest? Have you finished it yet? You're out of the account? Okay, perfect timing. All right, so just double check here. I've got everything done. One more day on parametric. Oh, I didn't do my ores. Let me go do my ores. I'll be so glad when we can finally do this tablet thing again, or whatever it's called. I feel like it's been forever. Okay, so we'll make some of these. I'm sorry for the lawnmower noise. Okay, Ace, turn your head. Turn your head. Okay, I didn't get it. It's okay, I'm building pity. I'm building pity. That's what the kids do. They build pity. Let's see. What is my pity, by the way? Okay, so I got Jean at 12, 13, 14. So hopefully my ineffable should be very simple. I have a guaranteed 50-50. I should be able to get her easily. I'm gonna build her the fastest you've ever seen anybody build a character in your life. She is completely pre-farmed and ready to go. So we will be lunar charging night 1. My plan is to try her with several different characters because I'm not really sure who she's going to be good with. Kind of what my thought process is. I definitely want to try her out with Ayato because he was in the live stream and I was like, man, I want to use Ayato again. My Ayato is fairly well built, I think. He's got his signature weapon. He's on Gladiator, which I know is not his best, but you know, it's fine. He's C6. His talents are almost triple crowned. He's double crowned. 78 over 233. No energy. I don't know about energy. But you know, he's fairly well built, I think. Then I want to try her out also with Nouvelette. My Nouvelette is decently built. He's got his signature. He's got the 4-piece marechaussee, but my pieces are so... Like, if you ever want to feel good about your pieces, you can just look at mine. Look at this. Like, just 13% defense. I don't know what's... Like, look at this. Like, 478 flat HP. I mean, I guess flat HP is better than nothing. He's sitting at 66,265. He is only single crowned. I thought he was double crowned, but I guess he's only single crowned. So I want to try that. I'm also wondering about Yelan. I have 2 different builds for my Yelan. Right now, she's on her 4-piece emblem build. She's also at C6. She is triple crowned. One of my few characters that's triple crowned. This is what I consider to be kind of her support build. Obviously with the 4-piece emblem, but I do have a hydro damage set for her also that I can switch her to. But I would like to see what she can do with Lunar. Tartag, I mean, he has his signature weapon. His artifacts are a little busted right now because I gave them away to other people over the last few years. But I mean, he's built-ish. He's C6 as well. And he is also, well, he's double crowned, not triple crowned, double crowned. Right now he's sitting at 75 or 186, so his crit damage is a little low. But I want to try all these different Hydro DPS units with Enefa. I'm very excited to do that. I want to see this lunar charge reaction, and I want to experience it with my characters and see, you know, what I think of it. So we will be doing that as soon as the patch drops. And then probably, I'm guessing after maybe an hour or so, hour and a half tops of Enefa testing, I want to get immediately into the Archon quest. I would like to finish the Archon quest before the sun rises. I don't know though if I can stay awake. It'll depend on how many hours it is. If it's short and sweet like the last one we had, then I think I can probably finish it by like maybe like 2 or 3 a.m., which is doable. If it's a big monster quest and it's super long, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to finish it, so I'll try. But so yeah, I'm excited. All right, so now I need to put up the Be Right Back screen for just a second while I switch accounts. We're gonna switch over to my mod's Genshin account. She is also an OG Genshin player. She's been playing since 1.0, but her account is just fallen a little bit behind because she's been busy with working and life. So I have been helping her because I have no life. So who better to help than me? So we're gonna switch over and work on her account. I just need 1 minute, so I'll be right back.
Being too popular can be such a hassle. Who knew the people would adore me?
Okay, I'm back. Can you finish the battle pass before Sunday? Let me look. Yeah, I think you're, let's see, you're level 48. I mean, some of these would be easy, like forge 20 items. You could pop in and buy something from the teapot. I mean, yeah, I think it's doable. Oh, you're going to get 1,500 for the event. I think you'll be fine. Hi, Oxy. Welcome in. We just switched to Ace's account. Let's see. I got to get into the party that I've been using because I'm used to it now. Actually, I like this party too. But yesterday I was using that Alhaitham party and I was having fun. Not that one. This one, which I forgot to move back. I'm sorry. I even said I wasn't going to forget and then I forgot. That's so me. Okay, so Ace, I believe, just finished one of her quests. Yes. Way to go. Look at that. 3 of 3. Love to see it. So all she has left is the Sitlali quest. Ace, this is another one that's kind of long. It's basically her story quest. So it's probably 3 hours, maybe 2.5. So this, I would put it in the same category as Shalonen's. I would just do it sometime when you're going to be home and yeah, it's pretty long. Actually, I could probably look up and tell you exactly how long it is. Let me see. Well, here's a playthrough, 3 hours and 27 minutes, but then there's a playthrough right under it that's 2 hours and 38 minutes. So somewhere between 2.5 to 3.5. Yeah, it's long. It's a pretty chunky one. Now, if you do a lot of fast clicking, you might be able to get through it faster. So we'll have to, so that is another one you'll probably just have to put on when you're doing something else. Now, this one, Collective of Plenty, we can do that one today. That second one, it's just one at Varessa's farm. It's not very long, so we could do that.
In the academia are prime examples.
Let's see. Did you do commissions already? Yes, you did. You already did them. Great. All right. So yesterday we were doing a lot of stuff. We were doing Chenyu Vale. We were doing Enkonomiya. We were doing Natlan. We were doing a little bit of everything. Which one was this one we were working on yesterday as well? Enkonomiya Shrine Maiden has an emergency commission. I don't know if this is part of what we were doing yesterday or not, but we can check it out. We'll go see. Oh, Oxy, you missed earlier. We went over all the characters and I was gushing for hours. I think the first 2 hours of the stream were just me talking about the characters. They're all so gorgeous and beautiful and interesting and creative and unique. I just love them all so much. I can't wait. I'm going to be broke. Krai is going to be my poverty arc because I'm going to be broke. I don't remember what this is. Breaking the ceasefire. So this is something that happened after the ceasefire. You may take them out now. I love how I'm using my 1.0 Diluc mask right here. Like, do I just keep this like in my backpack in case I ever need a mask? It's like my OG Diluc mask.
Our bond is strong.
I must withdraw.
What are you saying, quick?
Teach me a lesson.
Stand with me.
Flicker. I must withdraw.
Whoa, what just happened? Ace? Somebody just top you up? Did you just see that? Ace? Oh, you did that. Okay. I was like, wait, something going on here in your account? You did that. Okay, okay. Gotcha. Welkin. Yes, now is a great time to get a Welkin, considering how many characters we're all going to have to pull for. Oh my goodness. I have no recollection whatsoever of this quiz. I mean, of this quest. Yes, 100 pack. Somebody top Ace up, please, for 100 pack. Thanks. Ace needs all the primos she can get now that she's seen all these characters she actually wants for the first time ever. Ace is her stockpiles are going to be dwindling very quickly. As it's been 84 years. Oh man.
Gather.
Oh, this is not a fight. Sorry. I was about to attack this guy. New characters, new weapons, new signature weapons for those characters. Cha-ching, cha-ching. Yeah, we're all gonna be eating our bowls of ice cubes. Maybe we should call it the Nod Cry diet, you know? You know how they have all those fad diets people go on? Like Atkins diet, South Beach diet. This is the Nod Cry diet. It's ice cubes for everyone. Water's good for you, so look on the bright side. Oh, now I can't. Yeah, that's fair.
No, my sword.
You freeze time on my cooldown. It wasn't my fault. Useless slugs. What are you? A friend of Scaramouche?
Let me read you a verse. Stand with me.
No escape. Order guide you. Gather.
Our bond is strong. Rain outlines your fate.
The prophet process of elimination. Here you are.
Where'd she go?
This body belongs to ice and snow.
Just imagine, Ace, one of these days you're going to log in and you're not going to have any quests. They're all going to be done. Then you'll know what life's like for me. There we go. Another one down. Yeah, you'll know. We'll get through them. We're going to do it. Okay, that was Chen Yu. Okay, I remember working on that one yesterday. Okay, this is the Guwa clan. I don't remember what this is. Port Ormos. I guess we'll check this one out. I don't think we did this. We've started this one.
No.
Okay, Port Ormos. I've been here in a hot minute. Oh, wait, is this when you have to fish? No. Oh, it is, maybe. I kind of remember this one. Okay, look for the materials. Where at? Oh, over here? Well, I guess there's really no good way to get there. Can we swim there or are we gonna drown? Let's try. Well, we can't climb into the boat. That's bad news. How about over here? Can we stand on this rock? Yes. We're safe. Ace, while we're over here, we ought to look for some Aranara. Isn't that our other big thing we have to finish doing? Oh, man. I don't wanna. No! I'll even go back. Come on, you can do it, buddy. Feeble scholar, get up this mountainside. If I see an R&R, I'll grab it. Oh no, tigers. Don't eat Al Haytham, he's nice. Wait, let's get... We're gonna 5-hit this. We're gonna put on a shield. Okay, what are we looking for? We're looking for materials. What kind of materials? I wasn't paying attention. What kind of materials? Or do we have to kill the mob, maybe?
Stand with me.
We'll try.
Ring cutter.
Flicker.
Yes, you need to do the Aranara so you can get into that big chest room. There's like 20 chests in there or something crazy. I don't know how you had the willpower to not do that. Like, if somebody shows me a dungeon that's got like 20 chests on it, I'm gonna do anything to get in there. There are so many Aranara tutorials on YouTube. Just find one that looks good and just put it on and just follow it. You might end up going to some that you already got, but it's worth it to just go through systematically, because then you're not just randomly looking for them, you know? I apologize for the lawnmower noise. I'm sure you can hear that. Yeah, it's not that bad though if you just put on a, oops, wrong thing. If you just put on some music, put on a quest, just zone out and just kind of do it without, like, just try not to, like, think, you know? Just, like, do it. Does that make any sense? Do it without thinking. That guy, Kyo, KyoStiv or something, that's the guy that I always use his tutorials for finding stuff. They're excellent. He will walk you through it so easily. He'll show you exactly where you need to go, which teleporter you need to go to. Like, it takes literally zero brain power. Just put it on and just follow it. It was worse for me because I had found like all but 2 on my own. So when I found the tutorial, I had to go through the entire like walkthrough to find the 2 I was missing. That was worse. I assume we have to kill this guy.
Our bond is strong. Rain outlines your fate.
Okay. Materials. Are you a material?
Solidify. Dissipate. No, my sword. Witness the power of Google.
Oh, we did get it. Whatever it was. Hara fruit, I think. Special Hara fruit. I'll check right now. Let me check. I'll go to YouTube. I'll send it to you on Discord. The one that I used for the Aranara. All 76 Aranara in 1 hour. Okay, you can do this. This won't be that bad. All right, I'm gonna send you the link. 1 hour, Ace. That's not bad. That's shorter than a story quest.
Wait.
You'll be over and done, and you'll be opening up your 20 chests in no time. The Aranara video. I sent it to you on Discord. All 76 Aranara in 1 hour. You'll try, you guess. I mean, you might as well. Don't you have 19 days off coming up? Isn't that what you told me yesterday? Your vacation time? There you go. Your vacation time can be all dedicated to Genshin. Your Natland is unexplored? Wow, you've got tons of primos then. I wonder, let's see, I'm gonna Google it. How many primos? So, exploring Natland not including like quests or anything, just exploration, is 10,315 primos. So that's like a little savings account. What's going on here?
Scatter.
That actually worked out pretty well. Okay, looking for materials. Again. Well, that was what Google said. It said that was just exploration in Natland, not including like any kind of like world quests or story quests or like it just purely just opening chests. 10,000 something. I don't know what this thing is marking. Oh, it's just marking all these things that I'm picking. Wait, do I have to kill this guy as well?
Stabilize.
Our bond is strong. No, my sword. Rain outlines your fate. Let me read you a verse.
Flicker.
Lightning terrified.
Okay. It's not worth it. Well, you know, everybody has a different idea of what's worth things. Personally, I would explore my map even if it was for nothing. I just like exploring. Some of my most favorite video games when I was a kid were just exploration games. And of course, back then, I mean, we didn't have gacha or anything. It was just exploring for fun. Okay, another one down. We are cooking. Okay, that is the... Is that part of the Collective of Plenty? Oh my gosh, you haven't done this. Oh yeah, you have. You just haven't finished it. This Footsteps in the Chosen of Dragons. Do you care about getting your little dragon buddy or no? Because we could do these. I don't know if you care. I have mine in my teapot. He's so cute. He's my buddy. You want me to do you have a preference on which ones you want me to prioritize? Do them? Okay. Alrighty. We should switch to a Natland team. Whatever gives primos. We don't care about content here, only primos. Is this the team I was using? I can't remember. I guess it's fine. Oh my gosh, a mower is so loud. I apologize. They're so cute. How can you not love these guys? Oh my god, look at his little legs. We're looking for Misha. Here, have some berries. So cute. I can't believe they called this one Dopey. Poor baby. How am I not catching him? Okay, I got him that time. There he is. What are you doing down here? The world's a dangerous place, you know. Aw. Aw, thanks for taking care of Misha. Say goodbye, Misha. Don't be sad. We'll see them again. Aw, Misha made little friends. That's right. Sorry, Misha is superior anyway. Cute. So cute. Adorable. You miss him every day. Well, now he can come to the Express. You don't have to miss him anymore. Oh, he can't? I thought he told Pom Pom at the end that he could come back. Oh, it still says departed. Dang, I could have swore in the dialogue he said. He lied. He was giving us false hope. Okay, retrieve the lost gem and the tools. Well, since I have Kanich, can I just do Kanich? Oops, I almost fell. Okay, we got that. Oh, I see where the other ones are. Okay. Wait, the other one was over here, wasn't it? Am I silly? I thought the other one was... I thought they... Oh, maybe it's not. It's up here. No? I thought they were pointing at this tree over here. Oh, maybe they weren't. Where were they pointing then? Was it down here?
Is this really necessary?
Yes, Kanich, it's necessary. I have to figure out where I'm supposed to go. And they're probably not going to give me the little blinky blink again. Blinky blink? Oh, there. Okay, okay, okay. I see it now. I see it now. There it is. Okay, now report back. Okie dokie. Okay. Wait 2 days. Go to the Gemporium. Oh, that was it? Okay. Okay. There's just literally just a chest sitting here.
Pile of garbage.
Stop yapping. Just take it or leave it.
Okay. So TLDR, you probably don't care, but there was a guy down here and he was with an egg. And it was a dragon egg. Oh, I forgot for a second. I'm like, wait, that's not Zhongli. I forgot I switched teams. All right, you got yourself a dragon egg. Now, one thing about this, see, it's gone now, but there are a lot of like, oh, sure. There are, yeah, send a song request, no problem. There are a lot of dragon, like interactions that don't have like quest markers. Like when I was wondering why my dragon quest wasn't finishing, I realized there was one over here I hadn't done. So we'll see if you've done it. That's one I know. Oh, there's a chest right there. Well, let's do this first. I always get freaked out when I see chests because I forget I'm not in my game for a minute, and I'm like, wait a minute, a chest? It's like, oh no, this is not my game.
Okay.
The danger was steep.
Locked on.
Ugh, worthless pile of garbage.
Stop yapping. Just take it or leave it.
Okay, I think we got everything. Oh, I see a Pyroculus over there.
Are you running away?
Oh, yeah. You'll have to send the link to... Well, or you might have to just give me the name of the song because I have links are disabled. Like people can't put links.
Hi.
Oops, I missed it.
You really are a
We got
one-trick
it.
pony, you know.
Or you can whisper it to me. I can pull it. Wait, I can open up Twitch. Oh, okay. Is that the song title? Okay. Let me see. I will search it. Pause. Oh, from Fate? Yep, it's right here. Oh, I like it. Fits perfectly with the vibes here. Oh, you have to have saurian crackers. We gotta cook some saurian crackers. Oh wait, I gotta get out of the saurian first. Apparently saurians don't cook. Oh, the song's over. That was nice. I really liked it. I need to watch Fate. I've never seen it. Let's see. Where's my music? There we go. I'll turn it back down.
Just ignore him when he's
In case
mouthing
it's
off.
too loud.
Don't let him get under your skin.
All All right, so we got to make some saurian crackers. Here we go. Okay.
I dare you to release me and say that to my face!
Now we got to feed the saurians. Okay. What happened? Oh, there we go.
Do I get a
We
share?
got it.
You actually want this trash?
Yeah, that was like one of the last ones I had left when I was trying to figure out why my quest wouldn't trigger. And then I realized that there were all these quests that I didn't know about. They're like hidden quests, I guess you would call them. Now, I think I have to move this again. Maybe. See, I remember things sometimes. Sometimes, like, my brain will actually
Everything has its use.
work.
Were you not given toys to play with as a child? Is that it?
Oh, if you want to send me something, you can whisper on Twitch if you know how to do that. It's just like the little Twitch chatting function. You can send it to me there. Oh gosh, I'm getting dive bombed. What's going on here? I guess I have to fight these guys.
Seems like an emergency.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
I'm always happy to take a look at something anybody wants to show me.
Oh, glory! Glory to which none can compare. Especially not when I'm in a bad mood. Measly insects! Worthless pile of garbage.
Stop yapping. Just take it or leave it.
Okay. Nice. All right, reputation. Nice. Okay, let's see. Oh, I think next we're going over to the Collective of Plenty. And somewhere over here, oh, I see it, is Varessa.
Oh, you're here already.
Yep.
How's the
my
audio?
dad
Can you
whipped
hear
up
it okay?
something fantastic as always. He's a great cook. He can turn any protein or vegetable into something delicious.
No wonder you look so refreshed. That's the power of a good meal.
That's right. I was hoping to bring Uncle Akatl with me, but he wasn't home. So I guess you're stuck with me. Uncle Akatl is our chief, by the way. Who better than the chief to introduce you to the tribe, right? I've never given an official tour before, so I'm thinking I'll just explain things as we go along. Is that okay?
Of course, that sounds great.
Okay. Whew. Then let's start in that direction.
Orchard Repose, Act 2.
My place is over there. See that fruit stand out front? My house is right behind it.
You have a fruit stand in front of your house? Does that mean you grow the fruit yourselves?
You guessed it. My family runs a huge orchard. We live really close to the main entrance of the tribe. So every morning, I wake up to the sound of all the people and carts on the road. That's also when my parents start work. So that's how I know it's time to get up.
And then you all work in the orchard together.
Well, knowing it's time to get up and actually doing it are two separate things. Most of the time, I end up curling under the covers and falling back asleep.
Oh, Paimon gets you. Sleeping in is the best kind of sleep. Plus, when you have the Traveler to wake you up, it's no big deal. No, that was just a joke. Don't scare Paimon like that, Traveler.
Well, maybe you can both sleep in sometime. Once I get up, I usually help my parents around the house, head out for training, then come home for lunch. After lunch is when my parents do their delivery runs. So then it's my turn to work in the orchard.
Oh, Paimon would love to see the orchard. Can you show us?
Sure thing! We'll go right after this. But first, come with me.
Okay, to the orchard. Oh, there's Yansan.
Oh, Coach Yansan, are you here to do some training?
Nope, just doing some maintenance on the equipment here while I have some time.
Oh, I think this was muted when I did it, so they went back and added it. That's nice.
Look, I bought this at the stadium the other day. Wait, we've seen that graffiti design before. It's not easy to get your hands on one of these. I had to wait in a super long line.
Ooh, I bought a top with that design too. I hung it up right next to my bed. Ooh, you should sign it for me sometime. It would mean the world to me.
Oh, I meant to ask, what brings you out here anyway? We're just doing some adventuring. We don't have any concrete plans. We ran into Varessa on the road, and she was nice enough to lead us the rest of the way. She's even giving us a tour.
It's my pleasure.
Still keeping up with your training, Varessa? No slacking, I hope.
Yes, Coach. Did 3 full shuttle runs, just as you instructed, Coach.
Good. Then we'll continue with the training plan. As for your diet, actually, no dieting for now. As you are. Feel free to use any of the equipment around here. But if you're planning to do strength training, make sure you have a spotter.
Of course. Don't need to tell me twice, Coach.
Wait, but isn't a special diet a huge part of bodybuilding? Varessa doesn't need one? Oh, it's kind of a long story. I suppose you could say Varessa is among the select few who have a natural gift. When she first started training with me, I started her on a standard training regimen and wrote out a simple recipe plan to give to her father.
But it left me so hungry. I couldn't even muster up the energy to make it to class.
Yeah, that was my fault. It was just your average nutrition plan, but Varessa's metabolism is something else. Once I studied her eating habits, I was able to tailor it to her needs.
Yeah, Coach is really thoughtful that way. Now I feel like I'm making real progress. And the training and classes are a lot more fun.
Varessa is currently my top student. She can lift even more than me. Wait, but you're the coach and the victor of the pilgrimage. Don't sound so surprised. This kind of thing is really common in the fitness world. Everyone starts from a different baseline. Wow, that's amazing! Paimon would have never guessed. I'm not exaggerating either. Varessa is extremely strong, All she needs is a bit more confidence.
Oh, well, it's just because Coach is a great teacher. It didn't take much effort at all. Oh, believe me, I'm not. I mean, sure, I can face a few monsters and lift some heavy training equipment. But I'm useless when it comes to fighting other people. I'm scared I'll hurt someone.
Oh, that makes sense. But what about the pilgrimage?
I've never placed or even made it out of the team stage. I'm not good at fighting actual people.
When it comes to power, it's all about control. Take these weights, for example. It takes strength to lift them, yes, but also to control the weight when you set them down. True mastery means control during both motions.
I know that, and I can do it just fine during training. But whenever I have to face a real person, I start to doubt myself. Thanks, I appreciate the support. As long as I keep training, I'm sure I'll get it eventually. Well, we should get going, Coach. I told the Traveler and Paimon I would show them around the orchard.
Sounds good. I hope you enjoy your time here.
Alrighty.
Good girl, Vanana. Thanks for guarding the house. Now, let me take a good look at you. Did you have another growth spurt? Hey, I was just taking a look, not inviting you to wrestle. Next time, okay? Oh, this is Vanana. She keeps watch over the orchard when no one's here. She's a tough little thing, but also a clingy baby at heart.
Did you say little? She certainly doesn't look it.
Anyway, this is my family's orchard. Come on, I'll show you around.
Whoa! It's even bigger than Paimon imagined! Oh, look at all the fruit! It looks delicious.
This is the Collective of Plenty, after all. Being so close to the volcano makes the soil extra fertile. So everything that grows around here is amazing. Especially the fruit. We sell a lot to the other tribes, give some to family and friends, and keep the rest for ourselves.
Well, if you have to live next to a volcano, at least you get something good out of it.
That's right. But since we're here, why don't we pick some and have ourselves a little snack?
Wait, but didn't you just eat?
Yeah, but there's always room for dessert. Plus, we don't have to pick that many. A few dozen should do it. You know that fruit stand in front of my house? Well, as a kid, whenever my dad was working at the stand, I would tug on his shirt and ask for a piece of fruit. I would scarf it down in a heartbeat
So
and
cute.
then ask for another. Before long, people would gather around just to watch. My dad told me I made the fruit look so delicious, more and more people started coming to our stand, which, of course, made me want to eat even more. The customers would ruffle my hair and say, "It's good to have a healthy appetite. You'll grow up big and strong for sure." I mean, what kid doesn't like a compliment? So I would smile, which would get my dad to smile, and then my mom too.
Aw, that's so cute! Plus, free fruit whenever you want. Jealous!
With all that said, it also helped that our fruit actually tastes really good. And I'm not just saying that. You'll see what I mean in a minute. Oh, and there's an epic feast showdown in a few days, so we're providing a bunch of the fruit for the desserts.
Epic Feast Showdown?
Oh, Ugh, sorry. It's basically a speed dating contest. We need to prepare a ton of ingredients. So don't worry about anything going to waste. Okay, let's get picking.
Alright. Where should we start? Why is there a mushroom over there?
Oh, that kind of mushroom. They kind of appeared out of nowhere when we first planted the orchard. They grow really fast and don't require any water or fertilizer. Oh, and the flavor is amazing. You can grill them, stir-fry them, or even eat them raw. The flavor has almost a fruity taste to it.
A mushroom that tastes like a fruit? That's a new one.
Yep, that could be. Anyway, as far as I'm concerned, if it tastes like a fruit, then it fits right in. Who cares where it came from? Go ahead, pick as much as you want. Might as well get some mushrooms too, and I'll whip up something to eat.
Oh, wait. I gotta get 58 fruits. Get off the tree.
And a few of these.
Okay, we got them all.
Whoa, that's quite the haul.
Well, you need a bunch of ingredients for the eating competition, right? Thought we'd give you some help. Oh, and you were right about the fruit. Paimon tried one, and it was one of the sweetest, juiciest pieces of fruit Paimon has ever had. You must sell it. Also, Paimon tried one of the mushrooms, too. In a weird, we should call them berry shrooms. Well, Paimon had multiple nations' worth of good food to refine her palate.
Well, thanks to your help, we can call it early today. Oh, I promised you a meal, didn't I? I'll be right back. I'm not the greatest cook, so it's nothing special. Still, high-quality ingredients are hard to mess up.
Don't sell yourself short. It looks great. Paimon can smell the umami from here. Whoa! This is completely different from the raw taste.
I'm glad. This kind of mushroom is a favorite in the tribe, but it's not well known outside the Collective of Plenty. Actually, we're hoping to use the upcoming competition to introduce it to a wider audience. Uncle Atoli has been coming up with new recipes like there's no tomorrow. Hey, you two should sign up. Only if you want to, of course.
Oh, you mean the Epic Feast Showdown? Yeah, Paimon would love to sign up. She might not do very well, though.
Don't worry. You can tap out at any time. Nothing goes to waste. I'll take care of anything you can't finish.
Oh, good. Wait, aren't you competing too? Oh, then Paimon doesn't stand a chance.
You never know until you try. Oh, besides, from what I just saw, it looks like you can hold your own. Well, anyway, winning isn't the point. Just think of it as an opportunity to try our local delicacies.
Oh, good point. Nice! Then let's sign up together! Time for Paimon to show these people what she's made of!
All right, another one down. That was funny how when it panned over, it was right at the broken moon fragments. Crazy. All right, so Ace, if you're still here, I believe now all you have left are just the 2 character story quests. And then you'll be done. Yeah, they're slowly getting her out of there. Thank God.
To come to for words of comfort or
It takes you to level 3 here. So as you know, probably, these are the special ores that you need for the... Well, I won't tell you what it's for, just in case maybe you don't want to know. But those are special. And let's see. So for these... Okay, so... Every time you get max reputation... Yeah, so every single one of these obviously is a different tribe, and every time you get one at max reputation, it unlocks these. So this is where you get like your treasure compass, your pyroculus resonance stone, your wings. You have to max out. Yes, it is for constellations. I just wasn't sure if you knew that, so I didn't know if it was like a surprise or something. But every time you finish a tribe, you'll unlock one of these. So to get the compass, you just need to unlock, you need to finish 3 tribes.
encouragement. But when it comes to weighing the costs of your actions, ask away.
So for example, if we go back to... I don't know, just any of them. Just say People of the Springs. We can see what you need to do. So you finished all the Tribal Chronicles. That's good. So all you need to finish here... I mean, you got the quest done. I guess it's just the exploration. You're at 75%. So this one's literally almost done. You could probably get that last 25% pretty easily. Let's see what you need over here. Same thing here. You're at 73%. You've got everything else done. Let's check Scions of the Canopy. Okay, you're missing a quest here. To the night. What is the Knights? And you're only at 52% exploration. I could probably look up this quest and see where we pick it up at. To the night. Let's see how to... Oh, it's the Ancestral Temple. Okay. So that is right over here. You have to get like these. In order to go inside, you have to get the outer, like, I don't know what you would call them, puzzles, I guess, for lack of a better word. Let's see if I can actually remember how to do them. That's the right direction. Oh, did I know that? Yeah. Man, it's been a long time since I've done this. Trying to remember how you do it. Oh, wait. Yeah, you haven't done it. I was like, it would be funny if you already did it, but you didn't. Maybe I have to do them in a certain order. It's so funny how you can do something and then just totally forget how to do it. Wait, where's the... I need to go up here. It's on a timer, isn't it? Yeah. So what I have to do is I have to pull this, grab this, throw it into here, and I missed. And it's already closed again anyway. So probably pull, oh, probably it's pull this, shoot this, and then pull this. There we go.
Ugh, worthless pile of garbage.
All right, so we got the first one.
Just take it or leave it.
Let's see. Now I have to remember how to do the other two. Okay.
Do I get a share?
You actually want this trash?
Okay. Now we just have this one, but for some reason I can't remember how to do this one. I know you have to time it because the gate only opens when it's facing this way. But you have to shoot it and then you have to turn it. See what I'm saying? So you shoot it first and then you turn it. Except I didn't do it right. But you see what I mean, right? There we go. I knew there was just some kind of timing issue there.
Are you running away?
All right, so that's the third one.
Ugh, worthless pile of garbage.
Stop yapping. Just take it or leave it.
And then you take your 3 little totem thingies and you put them in this lock. You got here and then looked at this and walked away. You didn't want to use the brain juice. I like puzzles. The only time I ever quit a puzzle in Genshin was that one, I'll never forget it. It's that one in Watatsumi Island where you have to do it like 3 different times in those patterns. I couldn't do that one. I rage quit that and had to come back with a tutorial. That was the hardest puzzle I've ever tried to do in my life. But usually the puzzles are pretty easy. Okay.
Osmanthus
Krillin,
wine
thank you for
tastes
the
the same as I
raid.
remember.
Welcome in, everyone.
But where are those who share the memory?
Thank you for the raid. Oh, you're playing Memento. White Shadow. Cool. Well, welcome. We're playing some Genshin. We're on Ace's account. As usual, catching up on old Natland stuff, trying to get her caught up and ready for Nod Krai. So thanks so much for bringing your friends over to hang with us. This is an old quest, but as we know, Ace tends to ignore these. And so we're going back through some oldies. Okay, finally, I think we're ready to hopefully go in this cave. Okay. We're almost out of this part, I think. I can't really remember exactly, but I feel like we're going inside that ruin. Okay, we've got the shard. Obsidian.
Everything has its use.
Were you not given toys to play with as a child? Is that it?
Now we can finally put our pieces together. And in we go. All right. We're venturing deeper. Oh, I remember this area. Yeah, you have to line up these, like, lanterns. I think I got that one too high. There we go. Okay, so we got that one. Now I just have to remember what to do next.
Is this really necessary?
You really are a one-trick pony, you know.
Okay, we got those. Oops, I fell in the water. Oh, it's a good thing I did fall, because right here's a chest.
Do I get a share?
You actually want this trash? Are you running away?
Okay, so we already did that one. So now we probably need to come over here.
10 points for agility.
Oh, nope, can't get in there.
Are you running away?
Oh, probably from down below. Okay, what's in here? Is there anything in here? No. I just jumped down here for no reason. That's okay. All right, let's go back up here where we were. In each? There we go. Okay, back up the ladder. Open the door. And right there. Okay, we got all the mechanisms. Find a way to venture deeper. Like swim? No, we can't swim. Let's see. We got all the lanterns. What's next? I don't remember. Huh. Oh. It was easy. Just a button. Okay, now I can go deeper. I love this area.
Ugh, worthless pile of garbage.
It reminds me so much of
Stop
Enkanomiya.
yapping. Just take it or leave it.
Let's see. Oh yeah, and then I have to put this. Oh, hold on.
Mind the side effect.
Locked on.
Gotta love Dendro on Dendro.
Let's light it up.
A bitter pill to swallow.
Time for you to pay the price.
Oh no, don't die.
Everybody stand back.
Target acquired.
Okay, now we can do it. Okay. I got it. The Abyss's influence grew and grew. Okay, so now the obsidian goes up here. Ooh, Night Kingdom. Okay.
Do I get a share?
You actually want this trash?
That should be a big help to the tribe percentages. Nice. Didn't take the actually it didn't take the percentage up much, but at least it got one less quest. One less quest out of the way. But you have a lot of exploration still left to do in this area. It's only half. Let's see. What's this telling me? Elixir. What else? What does it want me to do here? Oh, this. Yeah, it just wanted me to click on that. Okay. Great. Trying to think if any of these are short. I think these are all kind of beefy, so we'll probably have to wait. It's not going to be a super long stream today because I started late, and it's already.
Don't let him get under your skin.
It's already almost 6 o'clock here.
I dare you to release me and say that to my face!
Actually, we'll put somebody quieter in here. Baiju, you're quiet. So it was really fun going through all the character photos and the trailer and everything. Yes, dinner time. I'm starving. So I stayed up really late last night. I don't think I went to bed until like 5 o'clock this morning. So I haven't eaten. I'm like starving. And I'm running on 0 sleep as well. So I feel really tired, but I'm glad we came in and we actually got a lot done today. We got all my dailies done. Ace's dailies done. We knocked out like 5 quests. So we're making a lot of progress. Your overall Natlan has got to be looking better. I mean, definitely you've got a couple zones here that need good amounts of exploration still. Like these 3 especially. Maybe we'll do an exploration stream. Oh, we got another reputation. Let me go to this. Because I don't think we're going to be getting the compass anytime soon. We're still quite a ways away from that. Yes, and sleep time for you. All right, nice. You're actually getting pretty close to your Sumeru wings. Just a few world quests. Probably a lot of these are the Pari. But yeah, we got plenty of time. You only have 575 pities. Oh yeah, that's not enough. Knowing Genshin, these characters are also peak. They're going to turn off everybody's 50-50 wins. 50-50 wins are going to be suspended.
But if you never test the limits, how
so you're probably going to need more primos, but you've got a lot of primos on your account still. You've got a lot of primos in Sumeru, Fontaine, and Natlan. So you've got quite a savings built up. Me, on the other hand, everything's 100% and I'm broke. So I don't have anything that I can do, unfortunately, for myself. But I'll have fun helping you. So anyway, that's going to do it for today. If you want to hear all my thoughts about the trailer and everything, just hit up the VOD, either here or over on YouTube. All my VODs. So on Twitch only gives 7 days of VODs. So if you ever want to see a VOD that's older, they're all over on YouTube. And if you want to talk to me on social media, here's my social media. And yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Let's see, tomorrow is Wednesday. I'll be back with just a regular time, regular stream, and we'll do more Genshin. And, you know, if we have extra time, maybe we'll run over to HSR. There's really nothing going on in HSR. I did my Pure Fiction yesterday and my Divergent Universe as well. So I don't really have anything else to do over there right now. But we'll definitely play some Genshin tomorrow. So be sure and come back tomorrow for more Genshin fun. So that's going to do it for me. Good night, everyone. Have a great dinner or a great sleep or wherever you're headed to. And I will see you guys all tomorrow. So bye-bye. Thanks for coming. Bye.